Off we go from Denver. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
46, Mike, 46.
To throw it is Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a carry for Swift. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Gong. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7. Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A huge play there for Denver.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Block off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. throw right side, complete to Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off-play action. Here's Goff. Out to the right here to Shepard. And running with power here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Swift. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Goff being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Goff now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They try the left side here with Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100. And 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him. But many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He gets away from one. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. It's a party now. It's a party now. 34 for Mike, 34.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
Check nickel, nickel. 6.
Williams. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down and goal. Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That's
going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Goff. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Goff on 3rd down. And that's complete to Shepard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. That's complete. Okuebunam. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. McKenzie now from his end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Goff's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A play fake for Swift, now Goff. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Looking for Shepard deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll roll him out right. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 44.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Vincent Smith, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. To try again after the sack. Goff. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Push him back. Push him back. Let's go. Hey.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Locke going to try and throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Goff.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, gone. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Block off of play action.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
He's got a man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Check 26, check 26.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown.
Javonte Williams
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. To throw is Goff. Complete. Smith has it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Swift. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now Goff. Looking for Shepard deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Locke to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Go off a handoff here to Swift. Swift's got the 1st down and then some. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion.